Hey guys, welcome back. Jim with Beer to You. So, it occurred to me that of all the things I've been looking at and tasting and trying to put reviews out on, I didn't hit the one, probably the one that got me into it from the first place. That's it. This guy right here, the Stone IPA. So this is, in many people's minds, that is the West Coast IPA. When you tell someone West Coast IPA, that's what they think of. When you say craft beer to especially people on the West Coast, that more likely than not pops into their mind as the one. And I not looked at it, so let's take a look at it now, huh? Classic. Got the gargoyle and the hops on the bottle there, which is super awesome. Made in the USA, San Diego. The iconic West Coast style IPA is what it says on there. And so what do we know? It is 6.9% ABV and 71 IBUs. So this kind of started the trend of hoppier, higher alcohol, all those things that have become almost tropes in the craft beer world. Started with this, among others. I mean, it's not the only one, but it's definitely one. So yeah, this is the one. Drink fresh. So they have another thing that they point out that a lot of beer drinkers may not know, that fresh beer is good beer, especially hoppy beers, because hops have essential oils, yada yada yada. If you wait too long, they lose some of their punch. So they're the first ones to have best by dates, all that good stuff. But enough yammering, let's get this guy into a glass. The classic. So right away, you can see nice golden color on this guy. About 2 fingers, a very tight, creamy white head, and very clear. Obviously a filtered beer, you can see very, very clearly through it. But yeah. And then right there, that's the beginning of it. They always say like smell is related to memory, and this hoppy smell of this beer reminds me of being a 25-year-old kid dipping my toe in the waters of this kind of beer for the first time. So it gets you there. It's hops. There's citrus notes in there. Definitely some pine, that piney kind of resinous kind of note with a little bit of citrus in there. And then right underneath there, you can get a little bit of the malt. So there's some malt backbone to this guy too. So cool. Let's grab ourselves a little taste here, huh? Cheers. That's why this one's a classic. And if it sounds like I'm gushing, yeah, maybe I'm not entirely unbiased because I am nostalgic about this, but this is that classic flavor. It's bitter without being overly bitter. It's punchy, the hop flavor is there, but there's depth to it. And then right at the back is a nice malt finish. So, it's a beer. It's not what I like. It's not one of the stupid pet trick kind of hop beers where they're daring you. Let's see, I can cram 11,000 IBUs into a beer. No, this is balanced and well made. It's still bitter, don't get me wrong. I mean, if you're not an IPA drinker, this will definitely give you bitter hop face the first time you taste it. But really nice, well-balanced malt, citrus, and pine bitterness. And you can go to their website. There's a whole litany of all the different hops they use and a lot of the techniques. I don't want to sound like I'm saying that Stone invented these kind of beers, because they clearly didn't. It was a simultaneous thing happening all over. But Stone probably was the gateway for a lot of folks out there, to include of the tens of people that watch these videos, that might have been your gateway. So cool. So yeah, let's take a little hit on this guy. Absolutely. So the good news is this guy's easy to find. I looked at Untappd. There are 700,000 plus reviews of this guy on Untappd. So clearly you can get it. They have it at a 3.88, I believe, out of 5 on Untappd. So kind of on the higher side of the average. I think those numbers all tend to normalize. So anything in my mind above about a 3.6, 3.7 is fairly well reviewed, especially when you have the kind of numbers that this beer has in its review category. So what do I give it? Well, I'm super biased because I've liked this beer for a really long time. I've been a fan of it for a really long time. And with all the other stuff that I've tasted between me being 25 years old and now, 2 years later, I kid. it still holds up. It's not a gimmick. It's not a trick. It's a classic flavor, a classic take. And yeah, I'm giving this guy a 9 out of 10. Sue me. Okay? Sue me. Anyone. Actually, please don't sue me. Pretend I didn't say that. Don't sue me. But yeah, it's a 9 out of 10 beer for me. This is the one that got me in the door. This is the one that kept me involved and interested, and it's a really good gateway to just well crafted, well quality, good beer. So Stone IPA, the one with the gargoyle on the bottle, coming soon to a store near you. Anyway, I think that's it for today. So thanks for coming along on this little jaunt down memory lane. I just figured I hadn't done this one yet, and it's such a classic, I may as well do it. Anyway, so as always, if you want to click down there, you can subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. We'd love to hear from you as well. So smash that like button if you like what we're doing. Helps people find the channel. Downstairs in the comment section, say whatever you feel about this. If you think I'm an idiot, feel free to say it. If you like this, if you have any other suggestions, please use that comment section. I will try to get to all of them there. Otherwise, we're done for the day, friends. So, as always, beer nerds of the world unite. Keep looking out for the good stuff. Cheers.